What's going on, guys? What's going on, Thai Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, I am predicting the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Golden State Warriors. And I think between both of these teams in the second round, we have seen Anthony Edwards play very good so far with that trade in the offseason for Julius Randle, for Karl Anthony Towns. That trade has been amazing to see. We know the Warriors have championship DNA. Championship appearance here. We know the Warriors have championship appearance on the other side. Steph Curry is going to hit threes. Draymond Green is going to play good defense. Jimmy Butler is going to have a good game. I can see this going into 6 or 7, because I think the Warriors are going to come out a little bit rusty because they're coming off a Game 7 win. They're going to be a little bit rusty. They're definitely going to be a little bit rusty because coming off a Game 7, you're going to be a little bit rusty. But the Golden State Warriors do have that championship appearance, that championship DNA. They've been to the finals 5 times. Anthony Edwards went to the conference finals last year. And I honestly think here that you could say that the Warriors are going to be the Golden State Warriors. Because if it takes Buddy Hield scoring 33 points in a game, in Game 7, if it takes Buddy Hield, because let's not forget the Warriors lost Klay Thompson in the offseason. But you traded for Jimmy Butler. I am going to say this. If it takes Buddy Hield to have a game like he did against the Rockets, or if it takes a game for Steph to score 50 or something, which he still can, I am going to say it's going to be either Warriors in 5, Warriors or 6. Because I don't see the Wolves just coming and winning this game. I see I can see a blowout game here. A series that goes into 6. And the Warriors winning that series. Because the Wolves surprised me. Now, let me get the elephant in the room. I might be wrong if the Warriors don't win this series. But if the Timberwolves surprised me somehow, in some way. I am going on the record to say the Wolves will probably win a championship, but they're going to have to pass the Warriors first in this series. Because the Warriors aren't going back down. The Warriors are going to have are coming off a game 7. It's just not going to be that simple where the Warriors say, we are coming off a game 7, we're going to let Anthony Edwards. No, they're going to figure out a way to guard Anthony Edwards. They're going to figure out a way to guard Anthony Edwards. I think Draymond Green's going to have a good series. Steph Curry's going to have a good series. Jimmy Butler's going to have a good series. Anthony Edwards is going to have a good series. The only way I see the Timberwolves getting a win here, winning this series, if they can beat the Warriors. In other news, head coach Popovich is leave. The first head coach Pop is leaving, is retiring from the NBA after coaching 29 seasons. Coach Popovich is leaving the NBA. Is retiring from the NBA. No, I hope Pop gets better. I hope he feels better. I hope he gets 100% better. Because we know now that he stepped away at half point of the season. But when we look at what Pop has done for the San Antonio Spurs, when we look at that, the Spurs won 5 championships with Popovich as a head coach. He coached Tim Duncan. He coached Ginobili. He coached Tony Parker. He coached Victor Wembanyama. The only thing is that we really didn't get to see how Popovich and Victor Wembanyama would do in the playoffs. That is one thing we didn't get to see. Is get to see how Popovich and Victor Wembanyama would do in the playoffs. That is one thing we didn't get to see. But Popovich won Coach of the Year, has 5 championships. He has had an amazing career. Congrats to him. I hope he gets 100% better. Because we know he stepped away at a point of the season. But Popovich is a Hall of Famer coach, no doubt. Nobody can say that Popovich was a coach on the Olympics team. He won gold. He has 5 championships. He was a part of that team. He coached Team USA. Popovich has had a long coaching tree, a good coaching tree. Like, we look at coaches, like Mike Brown was on Popovich's coaching staff. Mike Budenholzer was on Popovich's coaching staff. We see those coaches now in the NBA that was a part of Pop's coaching staff on the first. And we've seen Popovich coach Tim Duncan, coach Tony Parker, coach Ginobili, coach Kawhi Leonard, coach Derek White, coach Victor. The only thing is that we didn't get to see what Victor Vignana and De'Aaron Fox and Popovich would do in the playoffs. If we got to see that, I do think that Popovich would coach one more season in the NBA. But we're not able to see that or able to witness how he would coach Victor Wembanyama in the playoffs, because we've seen Pop coach Victor Wembanyama in the regular season, which was great. But at the end of the day, Popovich coached 29 seasons in the NBA. Has a gold medal as a head coach for Team USA. He has had an amazing coaching career in the NBA. Like I always say, nobody can replace your greatness. Nobody can replace your greatness once you leave a place. So nobody isn't going to replace Popovich's greatness on the San Antonio Spurs. It's just going to be interesting not seeing Popovich coach the Spurs anymore to me. He's a Hall of Famer coach. He done it all. I think when we're going to look at those Spurs teams that Popovich coached, like the Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, David Robinson, Ginobili teams that went to the finals, that made the conference finals, that made the playoffs. We're going to look at those Popovich teams and say those are good teams. Now, do we know who the Spurs will pick to be their head coach? No. We do not know that yet. All we know is that Popovich is retiring, and it's the end of an era. And once again, congrats to Pop. I hope he gets 100% better. And guys, sub if you're new, and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody, and peace.